Children are a blessing. They are seeds given to us by the Creator. Now, as we are going through a breakup, we might decide to stay in the relationship for the sake of our kids. But I also want to say that our kids, just like us, are spiritual beings and that we vibrate and our thoughts affect our kids. So, as a parent, there are a lot of sacrifices that we make as we go through life and as we have kids. And one of them that we might decide is we are sad and lonely in a relationship, but we're going to stay solely for the sake of our kids. I want to share with you that that can lead to messiness when it comes on to our kids' mental state and our overall relationship with our kids, even leading to resentment. Yeah, I just have the tomato here trying to make a connection because, hey, I like to use props, but I'm going to put it down now. All right, I'm Dr. Sackeria Sunshine, your breakup recovery doctor, and today we are going to be looking at the subject parental sacrifice during a breakup when parental love unconsciously turns to resentment. No. Whenever we hear either from a partner or we have decided in our heads that, you know what, I'm miserable in this relationship, but I don't want to hurt my kids, so I'm just going to stay for my kids' sake. I'm going to tell you a harsh truth. That's a lie. You never stay solely for your kids' sake. We may use it as an excuse to prevent us from dealing with the deeper issues that are happening within us, but it is never ever solely for the kids' sake. But if we accept that lie, if we accept that, hey, I'm miserable, I'm unhappy in my relationship, but I don't want to leave my kids, I'm going to stay for their sake, then I want to share with you the dark, lonely path that you may be going down that will eventually negatively impact your kids and do bigger damage than the option of leaving the relationship, or even the better option of seeing what the breakup relationship issue is pointing to and dealing with those real issues, real problems, instead of covering over things by saying we'll stay for the sake of our kids. If you can identify with this, I want you to say, ouch. A lot of us had relationship issues before our kids came into the picture. A lot of us actually thought that having kids would save the relationship. And so we use kids, which are a blessing for my son. Oh my gosh, I would never ever go back and change time. He's a blessing to my life and has helped me to be where I am. But I want to speak some truth now that sometimes we think that having kids is the solution to the relationship, only to find out that after the kids come, we love them, but that the relationship issues still continue. Now, if that has happened to you, I want you to connect the dots. Know that the kids are here. We're then saying, because of the kids, I'm going to continue the relationship even though I have not dealt with the underlying issue. If you want to access real love, happiness, health, harmonious relationship, I encourage you to take time to ask the real questions. Why is this in my movie? Why is this resentment that I'm feeling toward my partner in my life? Why am I experiencing such anger, such misery in my relationship? Let's go to those deeper issues instead of resenting our kids for staying in a relationship that is not working because we're not working on ourselves. So We are going to go on a journey together in today's training, in today's sharing. I love to show up and just connect with you because if you are a parent going through a breakup, I know because I've been there. It is one of the most challenging period, challenging time that any human can go through. We're going to pause for a moment, then go through freedom through parental healing, 5 minutes of meditation, and then we'll repeat our affirmation. I'm laughing because Alex is passing in the background and he decides to creep on the floor. Bigger distraction than anything else. He decides to creep on the floor instead of just walking by. So, what happens if you solely stay in a relationship for your kids' sake? No, I'm not saying you can't stay in a relationship because your kids are there. But if you focus solely on, oh, I'm just staying for my kids, then you'll be sacrificing your happiness. And because we are spiritual beings, because each and every single one of us has a soul and we are vibrational beings, your kids can connect to you being unhappy. And it will then lead them into destructive behaviors, problems at school, and feelings of unhappiness and depression. If you are going through that, it will impact your kids also. So instead of saying, I'm staying for my kids' sake and being unhappy and miserable, and leading to even further impact on your kids' emotional state, pause and let's heal instead. Now, I want to go on to a second thing that can happen if you decide to stay in the relationship solely for your kids' sake. You can end up blaming your kids for the struggles of the relationship. This can be you or your spouse, or you look at another family or parent and you're like, why is he or he the dad, she the dad, the mom, or they them? Why is that person so cruel towards their kids? Why are they seemingly just emotionally detached and have no sense of love and compassion towards their kids? Have you ever seen a situation like that where the parent is just miserable and cruel towards their kids? I truly believe in my heart that no parent deep down inside wants to hurt their kids. I believe that. I believe that we're all here. We're all on a journey of healing. I believe that we're loving people. And deep down inside, we want to love and care for each other. But as we come into this world, we are born, and I'm bringing back the tomato, trying to see if it will connect now. We are born into this world as pure seeds. Okay, we just come in as light and love, this seed here from the tomato. But as we go through life, then the environment that we grow in impacts us, attaches to us, and we start to think of ourselves as the muck that we grow up in. We sometimes put away our own childhood trauma. And then as we become adults, we are taking it out on our kids, not even realizing that we are continuing the generational trauma, the generational curse. And I truly believe that if you're listening to this, you're one such parent who wants to say enough is enough. Whether it is happening to you, you're the one unconsciously doing it, or it's your partner that's doing it. You are requiring healing because you can make a difference for your kids' life. You can help them, but the only way to do so is to work on yourself first, to heal yourself so that the benefit can pass on to your kids. Number 3, let's move on to what happens. The third thing that can happen if you stay solely for the sake of your kids, you can end up feeling stuck in an unfulfilled relationship. I believe that a breakup or a relationship issue, anything outside of us in the world, is there to point us within. No matter what the issue is, it is always there saying you are focusing outside on the world too much, on others, even on your kids, on your spouse. Pause. Focus on the inner work, the character building, the opening of the heart. But so often we find it easier to look outside of us instead of pausing to reflect on the inner thoughts, the feelings that we're going through, and to confront those issues that we have swept under the carpet for years and decide to deal with them now going forward. You're here because you want to deal with those. And so instead of staying in a relationship for the sole sake of not wanting your kids to feel hurt, I want to challenge you with another perspective, another option. If you really want to put your kids' well being first, I am challenging you to heal for their sake. Heal the hurt, heal the past, heal the trauma, heal the internal agony and bitterness and resentment. Heal that for their sake. And when you really heal for your kids' sake, whether or not the breakup happens or you continue in the relationship with the same person is a secondary issue. You, whichever way it goes, you and your kids will still be able to live happy, healthy, and free because the internal healing that you would have experienced and then pass on that vibration of resilience, happiness, joy, peace, and freedom to your kids is more than leaving them $1 million in your bank account. It's more than winning the $70 million jackpot. You are giving them something that cannot be bought or sold. It cannot, but it is so valuable. Now, if you choose not to heal, if you choose not to work on yourself, then I also want to bring to your attention some things that you might do that will further affect your kids without you even knowing it as a parent. So I want to warn you of these. And the first thing is that if you don't heal, there are three big mistakes that will you can make or maybe making and you're not even aware that it's happening. Mistake number one is lack of emotional boundaries. Are you unknowingly exposing your children to the emotional turmoil between you, your ex partner, or co parent? Are you having conversations with family members and friends on the phone and bad talking your kids, um, dad, mom, while the kid is in the other room listening to everything? Are you involving them in that emotional turmoil when they are there and you're having quarrels with your partner or spouse or ex, not even being conscious that your kids are there and it doesn't matter how old they are? Even if they cannot talk and you're arguing around them, that vibration is still seeping in, it is still affecting them. So, that's one of the biggest mistakes that you can make if you do not truly take the time to heal for your kids' well being. The second big mistake that you may make is using your kids as pawns in this emotional chess game of a relationship or breakup. It's horrible. I know when your kids become this chess piece who, and when it comes on to separation agreements, hey, I've been there, done it, court hearings and, talking and lawyers it being intercepted and kids being like this thing. We sometimes just dwindle down our kids to a thing instead of realizing that they're precious, they're amazing, they're awesome souls that need to be nurtured. And instead of putting away our pride, instead of truly healing and dealing with some of the things that happen in our own childhood, we sometimes take our kids and we're tossing them to and fro like this I'm so using this I hope Alex will eat the tomato when I'm done. But we're just tossing them to and fro as seeds. They are seeds, and whatever we plant in them, that is what will grow. That is what will grow. Okay? So let's pause, and instead of the trauma, the quarrels, sending messages with our kids to an ex or co-parent, instead of doing those childish things, let's stop. No, the Bible says that we should be childlike, but not childish. Instead of doing those things that further damage our kids emotionally, mentally, physically, let us pause to heal. And the third thing that I want to bring to your attention, the third biggest mistake that we may be making that can impact our kids is unresolved trauma reflecting on our kids. Our unresolved trauma from the breakup or your past unconsciously seeping into your parenting, affecting your kids. The things that we go through as kids ourselves, whether physical abuse, sexual abuse, emotional abuse, the things that we try to block out of our memory because they hurt so much. The things that are there unconsciously below the surface, they sometimes come up and they become a part of who we are on our parenting styles, and thus it negatively impacts our kids. I plead with you that instead of staying in a relationship for your kids' sake, mainly or solely, that you heal, that you pause. Pause to really reflect on who you are. Pause to find out why. Why is this happening? Why did my spouse cheat? Why is it that I cheated on my spouse? Like it can go both way. Because in this program or in my service, I don't care about guilt and shame. I don't it is for the purpose of putting guilt and shame away and truly connecting to who you are. So pause. Pause to find out who you are. Pause to understand what love is really about, and pause to navigate the next phase of your journey. It is a challenging journey. I know that. One of the most challenging things that I have ever experienced was going through a breakup divorce as a parent. And I know it can be challenging for you. And that is why after during the process of me going through my separation, breakup, eventually divorce, I had to confront my inner darkness and the things that I pushed down deep inside, and went on a journey to understand myself, to love myself. Because even though outside I looked as if everything was okay, accomplished girl, like leader and inspiration to others, I wasn't truly authentic. I wasn't truly able to speak about everything that happened during my childhood growing up because I was ashamed. I was afraid that people might look down on me if I said that I got raped at 8 years old. And because it happened then and the things that surrounded it, I was just embarrassed and afraid. But no matter what has happened to you as a child, no matter what is happening to you in your relationship now, just know that you can feel love. You actually not just can feel it, you deserve love. You deserve happiness and you deserve freedom. And that is why I've developed the coaching services that I do now and have been inspired to work with others, especially parents, during their breakup recovery journey because I know what it is like to be depressed. I know what it is like to see my kid depressed. I know what it is like to see my kid having troubles at school. And I too, initially, one, had a kid thinking it would solve my relationship issues, and two, tried staying in a relationship for some years because I thought that that would be better for my kid. But I'm telling you that healing was the best gift. Healing myself and my past was the best gift that I could give my son. He is healthy, happy, and free. I am healthy, happy, and free. And the bonus is his dad is healthy, happy, and free, even though we are not together and divorced. That's the amazing thing when you work on yourself. Every single person can be happy, healthy, and free, and you are grateful for that. And that's the best thing for your kids. So I'm introducing you to the Feel Good Framework. It's an acronym standing for freedom from fears, empowering authenticity, embracing changes, and living a life of love. These are the phases and steps that I bring my clients through because I know from experience that if you just sit there and you read books, watch YouTube videos, listen to podcasts, go to seminars and therapy and just any coaching program that just allows you to log into a system, which most of the times you don't do, that it takes longer for you to heal. But when you feel, when you not just learn, which is head knowledge, when you connect your emotions and understand your emotions and go through these processes, then the healing is much faster and it takes fewer months or years for you to move on with your life, open up your heart, love again, and see the happiness and freedom that comes from doing that. Now, each phase, there's a psychology behind it, and it is a progressive step by step that happens, not just again head knowledge, but experience. Now, over the years, I have coached with many individuals. I've also explored various healing pathways and spiritualities. And for me, spirituality is just inner work. Looking within for the answer instead of looking to somebody else or out there. I believe that I'm not here to point you to myself. I'm here to point you to you so that you can understand yourself and your own intuitive guidance. And one of the ways that I integrate healing is in my program is through earth medicine or nature because being in nature and connecting to oneself and using indigenous people use earth medicine a lot, and I have been able to learn from them and their way, also from Buddhist practices of mindfulness and meditation. It is important to realize that we sometimes look to medication, things made by men, things made by us. And I'm not saying, hey, go throw away your medication if you're on them. No, I'm just saying that the process that I use in my program is one that is natural, is one that calls for self-reflection and to truly be free so that we can live life to the fullest. So the first phase, the psychology behind that, is that liberation and healing from past wounds contribute to a positive environment for you and your kids. Phase two is empowering authenticity, which allows us to cultivate the courage to live with transparency and authenticity, not trying to pretend to be others. There's a Jamaican song that I absolutely love. It says, "Do it for the love and I do it for the likes," or something like that. I might not be singing it in the right way, but in essence, live because you love, not just for approval from others. Be authentic, be you, show up how you are in this world, and just know that that is enough. A lot of us are not able to do that. And so that's what we build on in phase two of the program. And when you are authentic, it definitely encourages your kids to do the same. Phase three goes on to embracing changes. Peace and fulfillment comes from accepting life imperfection. Now, I'm not one of those who tell you that, oh, do my coaching program, come work with me, and your life, there will be no troubles that you experience in this life. No, that's not realistic. I don't try to sell you on things that are just like that I don't believe in. No. What happens though is that when the difficulties come, you will be equipped to deal and handle the changes. When difficulties come, you will have the tools to be able to, instead of reacting, instead of fighting, instead of fleeing, okay, you will be able to sit with yourself and pause and really connect with who you are in order to make informed decisions. So, yes, challenges will still be there even after working with me. But what you will do have, on the other hand, are the tools needed to embrace those challenges, are the tools needed to help your kids embrace changes and challenges, such as the breakup, such as the divorce, such as the separation. Because if you cannot handle it and you do not have the tools needed to handle it, how can you pass that on to your kids, to the next generation? Then the fourth and final step is to have love based living. Unconditional self love not only enhances your own well being, but also serves as a powerful example for your kids. Long gone are the days when we as parents can say to our kids, "Do what I say, but don't do what I do." We might have said it in the past, it never worked. Kids always reflect what we do. And if we are not conscious, aware, or mindful of our own actions, then no matter how much we say we love them, if our actions say otherwise, then they're going to believe our actions. So it's important for you to take the necessary steps to heal your past, so they do not come in like a flood and drown you during the difficult emotional times as you're going through a breakup or divorce. It's important to have the tools necessary so that you can feel free. And one of some of the things that I do not do in my program, I'm very transparent. So, number one, I do not do email marketing in terms of sending you a bunch of emails to convince you to work with me. I'm going to do a topic on this later on about why I don't do email marketing. 1 year, I receive 1,024 emails from one business. That is just crazy. And with AI now, people can just write emails without even putting their hearts into it. I don't do it. Me not do it. That's the Jamaican girl in me coming out. That's okay. I'm not doing it. The next thing that I don't do anymore is sales calls or breakthrough calls that then turns into sales calls. I'm not doing it because I just feel like the reason and integrity behind why businesses and coaches recommend doing it is preventing the is not believing that people can make their own decisions, and so we need to influence that by forcing people, or using different psychological tricks and things like that to get no. The vibration of things and the intention and motives by which we do things, for me, is grounded in love and harmony, unconditional love and gratitude, free will flow of love and abundance that allows the love and light to be ignited within. And from that place, that's where I want you to choose to work with me, because if we start off the relationship on deceit, deception, lies, then that is what is happening in the program, and that ain't not what I want to happen in my program. So I'm not doing it. No way. So I like to be transparent with my pricing, so you know upfront exactly what it costs to work with me. So for my 3 month breakup recovery for parents program, it's $3,000. 6 months, 6,000. 9 months, it's 9,000. And guess what? Healing from a breakup is like tending to a garden. I can have my tomato now. While some flowers, or in some different cases fruits or plants, bloom quickly, grow quickly, others may take more time to grow. And the key is for nurturing each individual based on where you are and what's happening in your specific life. That being said, my coaching program and services is highly personalized and transformative. Not only do I look at the mind, the body, but also connecting at the soul and spiritual level. Now, you do have a choice. You have listened to this training. You're here for a reason. I believe that everything is divinely timed and connected. You can choose to continue on the old path and saying, oh, I'm just going to stay in the relationship for the sake of my kids, continue to be unhappy, continue to be miserable, continue to go down a path of anger and resentment, not just for your kids or your ex partner, co parent, but the reality is that you're angry and resenting yourself when you do that. Or you can choose to feel good. You can choose to start a journey of self discovery, of healing, of releasing the past, of renewing your soul, and of transforming your mind. So, I am here to help you through this phase of your life. It is my calling, it is my gift, and I invite you to go check out breakuprecoveryparents.com in order to enroll, and so that we can start this healing journey together. And as usual, I've said it to you, the investment for the different options that are included in terms of our one-on-one sessions, support messages, accountability check-ins, bi-weekly recorded trainings, and you do get monthly intimate group coaching sessions. They're not recorded. Go to the website, check out what each time frame involves, and choose based on where you are, your capacity, and let's start working together. Now, I want to go into a gratitude meditation with you, because, again, it's about the experience. It's about truly connecting to yourself and trusting yourself to make this decision to transform your life and heal for your kids' well being, and to accept the love, the joy, the peace, the freedom that comes from truly, truly knowing. My dear soulmate beside me, Alex, said this to me this morning when we were walking and we were giving thanks as we were taking a walk around the block. He said this: all you need is within you. All you need is within you. So let's pause and take some time with this gratitude meditation to go within. 5 minutes, pause what you're doing, and let's meditate.
for gratitude. Sit in a comfortable position, relaxing your muscles. Breathe in deeply through your nose and sit up straight. Slowly breathe out and relax your shoulders. Bring awareness to your breath as you inhale and exhale. With each breath, feel gratitude rising in you for that breath. Every breath is precious and valuable. You are alive, which is a wonder. Feel that wonder and gratefulness as you breathe in and out. Now bring awareness to your heartbeat. Notice its quiet rhythm. Feel gratefulness for each breath. Your heart is truly miraculous, pulsing with life. Sit for a few moments in appreciation of your heart. Now give attention to your body. Your body truly is a wondrous thing. Feel the shape of your body with all its contours, fingers, toes, eyes, ears, skin. Truly a wonder of nature. Lungs breathing, heart beating, a body that can move and feel and do incredible things. A mind that is aware. Let your very existence cause gratitude to swell within you. Grateful for breath. Grateful for heartbeats. Love for your wonderful body. When you feel yourself drifting from gratitude, come back. Back to the wonder of breath. The marvel of your heart. The magic of your body. You are here present at this moment, and that's a wonderful thing. Spend a few moments feeling the gratitude, enjoying its positivity. When you are ready, bring your attention back to your surroundings and arise.
Can you feel that already? Just how calming it is when we take time to be still and to give thanks. So let's go into our affirmations. I'll say them and you can repeat them as your soul so desires. God is love. Love is eternal. I am that I am. Thank you for being you. We are one. All is perfect, whole, and complete. Complete with unconditional love, endless joy, abundant wealth, perfect health, and infinite peace. Life is good and it keeps getting better, better, and better. It is so. And so do go on ahead, enroll now. I'm looking forward to working with you so that you can heal for your kids' well being while releasing the past and opening your heart to love again. Check it out at breakuprecoveryforparents.com. And remember now, no matter what you have done or have not done, you are worthy of unconditional love. Take care now.